Ayo, what is up, people? It's your boy Shays. We're feeling good today. It's nearly weekend, so I hope you have a fantastic day and weekend. I am using the same team setup from my previous Battle Tower video in this Battle Tower video. So the only things that change really are the materia. Boost M attack level 7 for Sephiroth, boost P attack level 6 for Lucia, and boost heal for Aerith as high as you can get it. I think mine is at level 5. Sorry that I missed showing that. I gave Lucia D-Brave for the fights that need it, so that Aerith can cast heals and Lucia can support. B35 is against the triple soldier boss. All of the enemies are weak to fire, and you need a circle sigil break. First wave is nothing special, just clean out the trash. Second wave, I like to focus the Sahagin Prince because he eventually starts doing pretty good damage. Plus, I kind of like the crabs to get their defense up so that I have a bit more time to charge my limit breaks. And they pretty much get one shot by fire anyways. Now for the bosses, I like to mana breach each of them with Aerith to lower their magic defense. Then I pop all of my limit breaks. And once that's done, you want to focus one down as fast as possible. That way they won't get Area Blizzaga off, and instead we'll just cast a normal Blizzaga. Easily survivable, and then you can just beat them down. It's as easy as that. B40 is next. We'll be facing the Gallon Baylor. All the enemies are weak to fire again, so you can keep your fire materia, but swap out your sigils for X sigil break. Wave 1, you can get rid of the enemies in any order, just don't let the bomb cast burst. Wave 2 is more or less the same thing. I prefer to focus the security officer so that he doesn't buff the rest of them. keep topped up on heals, and move on to the boss. This guy always starts with a rush, so you can switch to the defense, mitigate some of that. Then you want to spam him with fire to reduce his charge and stun him. You can pop your limit breaks. Defend against the AoE, and then X sigil him down and finish him off. Easy as that. B41 is the return of the Grash enemies, so bring along ice, maybe some fire if you want. Bring along a poison Essener, and keep your X rune materia. Wave 1 is nothing special. Wave 2, you want to kill the little guy first, because he's easy to kill. Then just take out the big guy, healing poisons if you need to. Or you could just let your party do the work. For the boss, I just focused the queen from the beginning because my limit breaks are about to come up. So that deals with the ads, and then it's a quick beatdown on the queen. Floor 42, you are facing a flock of birds. They are weak to wind, so swap your materials out for wind and your X sigils for circle or triangle. If you really want to shine on wave 2, bring a physical DPS, focus down the elemental to critical, which is red HP, and he will explode, dropping a massive physical defense down on his buddy, and you can just go to town on him with physical damage, and it will be a quick kill. For the boss wave, I actually made a mistake, but what happens in Battle Tower stays in Battle Tower. So I focused the zoo first, not realizing that the smaller purple guy is a lot easier to kill. So you want to focus the small purple guy, the zoo whatever. That way he'll be dead during the stream phase and you won't have to deal with this great gale. It didn't really matter to me though. Once you've beaten down the purple zoo, you can beat down the boss as well. And it's a pretty easy fight. Floor 43 is the return of the Sahagin Prince. Everybody here is weak to fire, so switch back to your fire materia and your X sigils. You can also bring a D-Brave to lower the Prince's physical attack boosts. These guys buff their defense, so focus the Elemental to critical red HP. He will blow up, dealing damage and debuffing his buddies. Then you can finish the other two in any order. You might want to kill the crab first, because he stuns. In this fight, I prefer to focus the bomb, because the security officer takes a while to get his move off, and his first move is just a small grenade, and his second move is actually a buff, so by the time he gets that buff off, he's dead and can't really use it. If you have saved your limit breaks, your summons, you can just keep focus on the boss and use your limit breaks to wipe out the ads. You can debrave the boss if you need to, otherwise you can just burst him down. Floor 44 is against the Baylor royalty. You will need to bring Quake, Earth Materia, and a triangle or X sigil. Some of the bosses have debuffs. The Knight lowers your physical defense, and the Mame can fatigue your party, so you could bring a couple of healing Esenas for fatigue. But overall, the ads shouldn't be a big deal. For this wave, I focused on the Knights because they are easier to kill and can lower your physical defense. If you are struggling with the boss, you can either burst her down or bring D-Faith to lower the damage that this earthquake does. If that kills you, you definitely want to bring D-Faiths and defaith her as soon as she gets the magic attack buffs. As for the king, Then he summons his allies, and he buffs his defense. So you could bring a breach or mana breach to deal with that, or you could just wait for it to fall off. So I sort of just bullied my way through this fight, but you may need a Defaith for the second wave and a breach for the boss. You can either try to focus the boss down, or if you kill his ads like I did, he will summon queens, which buff themselves with a whole load of buffs. So you want to just focus the king down at that point and finish him off. For the final stage for this video, B35, you will be facing the Behemoth, and he likes to buff his physical attack, so bring a D-Brave and bring fire and ice elements to deal with the first two waves. And you also need a circle sigil break. But the most important thing about this fight is that your circle sigil break, all of them need to be physical, even with the magical DPS, because he counters during his stream phase, he counters magic attacks. So bring physical, circle, sigil break. First phase, the elemental here is a bait. The guard hound is the easiest to kill, and then the guardhound mutt. They attack often and have buffs, so just get rid of them, then finish the elemental. On wave 2, however, you should focus the elemental first. The Cerulean elemental deals damage, and it also will debuff those security officers. So get it to critical as usual, and boom, buff's gone. Then you can finish the officers pretty easily. Just make sure you are topped up with heals for the boss. The classic Behemoth. I have my summons, so I drop them straight away. Because I'm pretty sure they will be back before the end of the fight. You also want to debrave the boss when he raises his physical attack and stay on top of heals. In his stream phase, like I said, he counters magic, so make sure your sigil breaks are all physical. I saved my healing wind just in case. It was the first time I was running this, and I use it now because during the rampage stream phase he does quite a lot of damage quite quickly. But once you've dealt with all of that, it's an easy kill. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.